10 reasons to choose multifamily. This is Ken Van Liew, #1 international best-selling author of The Modern Wealth Building Formula, How to Master Real Estate Investing. But the theory today in these 10 items regarding multifamily is with my friend Grant Cardone. If you like what you've been seeing on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel, like what you have, and share it with your friends because I want to just spread the word, spread the wealth throughout the country. And let's get started with the 10 reasons to get into multifamily real estate investing. Everybody knows Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone, we've all been to his 10X ceremonies. But what I want to tell you, Grant Cardone and I, what we're going to do with $1 is a little bit different. He does 10X, but putting ourselves together actually gives us the ability to do a little bit more. So if you take $1, let's just say if we put the power of both of us together, there's no reason why we couldn't do at least a 20X. So that's what I want to show you, and that's the reason why you want to get into multifamily real estate, because you can do a 20X, and I'm not kidding. So let's get into the reasons why we're doing multifamily real estate. #1, multifamily real estate is the hottest attraction for money throughout the country. We have private equity firms. We have private investors. Grant has started a fund where people can invest, I believe, $1,000. He's letting everybody get into multifamily, and he is screaming it loud and clear. Get into multifamily now because that's where all the money is. And I agree with him. That's the #1 reason. #2, multifamily carries a little bit less risk. Why? You've heard Grant talk about why not to buy single family. There's a lot of different philosophies. Chris Crone just buys single families. Grant Cardone won't touch a single family. I've done a little bit of both, but I'm not driving towards single family. It's multifamily development, because multifamily spreads the risk. That's the #2 reason. #3 is multifamily steady income. If one person doesn't pay his rent, that doesn't mean the other people aren't going to pay their rent. And you have a processes to take care of people that don't pay their rent. So out of everything comparable, multifamily, because people are working, they're paying their rent, is about the best steady income that you're going to get out there in real estate. And that's item #3. Item #4 is that rental and multifamily for the renter actually closes the gap for them to not be able to necessarily buy a home. Now, they have an option where maybe they could buy a condo, and buying a condo isn't always the best thing to do. You have HOA fees, you have condo fees, you have a condo board, you got to start dealing with all kinds of stuff. But renting a multifamily gives the advantage and flexibility for that person and renter to become a homeowner down the road. So it gives flexibility, which, what does it mean? It means your tenants stay there longer. And that is another key component and why you want to go into multifamily. Item 5 is actually the benefit of the actual real estate owner of the multifamily. He has the opportunity to get into many different options related to multifamily, many different price points. There's Class A, there's Class B, there's value adds, there's different types. Grant buys a lot of the ones that are primo properties. That's right, prime properties, prime Class A properties. Not a lot of improvement costs, top dollar. He has a very high standard. There's other groups, friends of mine, that buy the C class with a lot of improvements, raising the NOI. You've seen us do examples on why you raise NOI, and that's another key factor in why you want to buy multifamily. Item #6 is doing minor improvements, increases the NOI, increases the cap rate, allows you to refinance, allows you to take your money and always reach towards the affinity return. You've seen me show affinity return examples out here, and this is a perfect example in a multifamily to refi, take your money out, and live that affinity return. Item 7, rentals normally extend a lot longer than you think. People, once their lease is up, in the 10th month, you start getting them to sign another lease. If for some reason they don't sign and they don't leave, they're on a month-to-month. But in most cases, you don't have people just getting up and moving after a year. Most people get settled. And I have to say that this item is that rentals and multifamilies extend longer. And another key on why you want to get into multifamily. Item 8 is multifamily, believe it or not, is one of the best real estate components that keeps up with inflation. The way that inflation's going these days, I mean, properties are absurd in the multifamily. It's kind of hard to figure out exactly what the NOI is. Things are going to flush out. This is a time of life where it's preparation meeting opportunity. We want to get you guys ready. The good news is that multifamily properties are maintaining the rate of inflation and always a good investment, and another reason why you want to get into multifamily. Let's get into the last two items. Item number 9 is that the beauty of multifamily is that they're typically in growth markets. You're rarely going to get a multifamily development in a market where people aren't congregating. That's the whole point of multifamilies. There was a need for housing. They increased the density. They built multifamily, and it allows you to bring more people into a community and grow that community. And that's another key. A lot of times you'll get into a multifamily in a growing environment, which will lead to other types of investments. We're actually working on a property right now where we're looking to buy 20 commercial buildings in a town in Missouri, which also has a 266 multifamily build, which is a little bit in the same perspective of what we're talking about right here. And another really good reason why multifamily is so strong. And the final reason that I want to tell you is that when you refi multifamily and cash out, you're never going to want to get rid of that thing. Multifamily is going to stay in your portfolio and will be those cherry-picked investments in your portfolio that you're always going to want to maintain. And that's item number 10. And the 10 reasons why Grant Cardone and Ken Van Liew think multifamily investment is the way to go. So if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check me out on TikTok, Instagram. Check out my book, Modern Wealth Building Formula, How to Master Real Estate Investing and Make It an Outstanding Day.